God damn it. Yo, I got a package for you.
Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
I'll swing it by here before I head to work. Fucking brain fart. There we go.
R. Spiegel said, "Cool. A wild." Mr. Hemi 4 SPD entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. A wild. Crystal Kidden entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
Oh man, I got a nice tasty little article for everyone today.
Said, "Howdy chaos."
The commies in Texas are mad they can't change our policies to make us more communist and socialist-like.
Thanks.
I say we need to kick the commies out of Texas, send them back to their designated country. Alright. Get this shit show going.
SPD said, "Thanks for your prompt attention to yesterday's matter. A wild. Bingus entered the chat. Welcome to the stream." Bingus said, "Those goddamn fuckers." Bingus said, "LOL." Mr. Hemi 4 SPD said, "C-Pay." Crystal Kidden said, "Hi Hemi."
Yo. I cannot hear over the music right now. Oh, goddamn. Ooh. Damn it. Nectar of the Gods is killing me. Making me sweat like a Filipino whore during shore leave.
What's the name of your
Do what?
What's the name of your weed called?
Nectar of the Gods.
Nice and potent.
Apparently. It hurts so good.
Start smoking crystal until Friday.
Whoa, be careful of saying crystal here. I associate that with meth. They call it crystal or ice. Or they just call it meth. I need my meth.
Said,
You got any meth?
flips are dupes don't allow.
THC powder.
THC powder. Yeah, most of the flips are dudes. They come here, join the military to gain citizenship. Who the fuck is texting me? Let me know when you're. I sure will. I'm just gonna show up on your doorstep. That's when you know I'm there.
You have a cleaning.
Oh, you mean the Filipinuses?
I mean the gut girls LOL.
The females. Yeah. Oh, you mean the dudes dressing up like chicks? Yeah, that's coming down there too. There's a Vatican. There's a Vatican. The Thai lady boys. It's hard to tell the difference because they do a pretty good job.
Thailand has to be the only place where the men and women look alike.
No, Philippines. What's up, everybody? It's Chaos for You 728, and I'm back again with some more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. We're gonna be playing on. We'll do. I don't know if I finished Leonardo or not. I'll find out here in a second. But before we get into that hot mess, I'll cover an article. Oh, yeah, see, I didn't make it very far on Leonardo, apparently. So, before I get this started, I gotta turn down the music real quick. Actually, no, let the music play. Let the music play. It'll make for some nice little background. Never mind, there's no background music. God damn it. There we go. Today on the news. This is some fucking bullshit. The communists are mad. Big mad here in Texas, man. They, let me bring up this article to share with y'all. Got some commies down in El Paso getting mad about what Abbott's doing, calling it a Death Star law. Ooh, Death Star! These fucking assholes with their fear-mongering. Alright, here we go. Let me... God damn it. There we go. I love it when shit doesn't work like it's supposed to. Gotta love technology. If you ain't doing the hokey pokey and turning yourself around before you fucking do something, it's like, nope, not today, bitch. Alrighty. So, as the title says, El Paso and other Texas cities are getting ready for Abbott's Death Star law. And all this law really does is puts the power back in the state's hands instead of these communist pieces of shit. And in 2025, El Paso became the second city in the country to safeguard its workers, passing a historic wage theft ordinance. I don't know what they're talking about with wage ordinance, but if it's a Democrat-run city, chances are they're probably screwing over their employees anyways. So, now a sweeping state law aimed at handicapping Texas' more liberal city governments, which is a fucking good thing. They need handicapped. They need kneecapped and then dragged out into a field and then left with a 45 in their fucking head. Because these are the assholes that are turning Texas purple. Set take effect September 1st. That protection is facing existential crisis. House Bill 2127, also known as the Super Preemption Bill, or as they like to call it for fear-inducing, Death Star Law. Among opponents, aims to regulate many aspects of commerce and trade in local jurisdictions that differ from state-imposed directives, meaning the commies and the socialists, all their policies that they've been forcing down their cities' throats, are gonna get nixed. Passed in May during the 88th legislative session and signed into law by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. A month later, the preemptive law could affect local policies dealing with ordinances including agriculture, insurance, labor, natural resources, and occupation codes that contradict the state. The purpose of the act is to provide regulatory consistency across the state and return the historic exclusive regulatory powers to the state where those powers belong. Reads the bill, introduced the state Republican-controlled legislature. But opponents believe it's aimed to weaken bluer cities
entered the chat.
and some
Welcome
counties' ability to regulate their industries and enact
Kommies.
This right here. This is their problem. They need their progressive policies. They need their equity, affirmative action, diversity hiring policies here. That shit needs to go. America-wide. All of these fucking diversity, affirmative action policies. Get the fuck rid of them. That's your communism and socialism, and that's your equity. Your equity right there. People that shouldn't be in a position in the first place are there because of the color of their skin or their gender. That's bullshit. Most of us with normal thinking brains, because these people can't seem to understand normal thinking, which is why I like to call them cunts, because they're all dumb cunts. Excuse me. Abbott's office didn't respond. The Death Star Law is part of a trend of broad preemptive bills we see in Republican-controlled states across the country. In states like Michigan, Florida, and Tennessee, it's part of a large effort to hold power at the state level and punish local governments from passing policy that the state legislator doesn't support. Government needs to fucking know their place. That's a lot of the fucking problem. We have an overreaching government.
Intentionally brought here to break our system by overloading it.
That's what the illegal immigrants and all the legal immigrants are for. There are replacements, but people are too blind to fucking see that. You'll have to forgive me if I go Rain Man mode. That's generally when I'm in my mode.
Did you say punishable?
Huh? Being a communist in America should be a punishable offense. Now, I found out the other day that you can be a communist and say you're a communist and not be arrested for it. Now, what other people do to you is out of their hands. But unfortunately, the laws are there to protect the communists too, which I really don't think they deserve rights or privileges because they're inherent monsters. Because of the ideology that they preach. And Death Star Law is part of a blah blah blah, passing policy that the state legislature doesn't support. A network of liberal local government officials. Them are the motherfuckers that need to be dragged out behind a truck down a fucking dirt road for about 5 or 6 miles. Of course, liberals would call it that because it's the death of communism in Texas. The passage of the Death Star Law sets up other states to follow suit. All states need to follow this shit.
They shouldn't. Free speech is free as long as it doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah, communism Marxism,
teaches
yes.
To displace already established groups.
Exactly. It causes more harm than good. But unfortunately, they hide behind our First Amendment right for free speech. And that's how they're allowed to get by it. And I asked the cop, well, what if these ideologies cause more harm than good? What if they're actually killing people? Like, nothing we could do about it. I'm like, but that's crazy. Aren't you supposed to in part of the government's job to protect its citizens? You know, from foreign and domestic? You know, I signed a contract with the United States military that I will support my country from foreign and domestic terrorists. And essentially, Marxists are fucking terrorists. They terrorize people with psychological and emotional manipulation tactics and then turn them against the very country they live in. This is the horrors of Marxism and communism, y'all. But people don't want to open their eyes and see the light because they'd rather just be blind. They know it's there, but they don't want to because they're cozy and comfortable. This faggotry right here. This shouldn't be in Texas at all. Oh, Laura Cruz Acosta, a transformer supporting feminist communists. Spokeswoman for the city of El Paso said the law's vagueness makes it hard for officials to know precisely which ordinances will be impacted until the court determines that a local policy is in conflict with a state counterpart. This creates a situation where local laws can be preempted when there is no state regulatory counterpart,
being born white means
and
you are a
ultimately
domestic terrorist. Only stupids don't know that.
They're the domestic terrorists. It also delegates the courts to identify which of El Paso's laws, if any, are preempted, which can be a costly and time-consuming process. No, it's not. Their jobs are a lot easier than they make it out to be. They make their jobs hard. In El Paso, the city's non-discrimination ordinance, affirmative action, equity, diversity, inclusion, hiring policies, which prevent discrimination based on race, sexual orientation, reproduction, health, action. Yeah, everything unless you're a white man. If you're a white man, fuck you. You don't get hired here, bitch. This is for black and brown people because they're oppressed. Bleh. Hairstyle or hair texture, damn, they fucking brought in the hairstyle and hair texture too. So if someone comes in looking like nappy roots, can't discriminate because they ain't groomed. So a non-professional looking individual will get hired over somebody who looks more professional and knows their job better. Yeah, we need this in every fucking state. Every fucking state. The wage theft prevention ordinance face a likely invalidation, meaning the people that should it's good. It's about to get re-regulated. Minor focus curfew ordinance. We need a curfew ordinance because these kids. My car was egged last night. I don't know by who, but if I find, well, not last night, but the night before, but if I find out who, I'm gonna egg their house with bullets. Because we live in a fair and equal society, right? I identify my bullets as eggs. Because that's how I feel. They should be identified as. See? This is the slippery slope that these fucktards have created. I can now almost get away with anything. I even asked the officer, I was asking these questions. It's like, so if I were to go into a Walmart and just start stealing, saying I'm peacefully protesting right now, we'll still arrest you. Oh. Well, I guess I need to identify as BLM then, huh? He started laughing. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you will.
You have to whoop some parents' ass, lol.
Dude, that's something else. The parents need to get their ass beat.
Said. Could have been some kids.
Too could policies dealing with the agriculture code, drought conditions, overgrown lots when dealing with insects and bees, predatory lending of businesses out in the country, injuries to special events, the insurance code, and the occupation code, safety at outdoor festivals and sporting events, natural resources dealing with uncontrolled burns, trash and tire dumping, heavy truck rolls. They're bringing in shit that's already regulated. All this shit's regulated right here.
A wild
and regulated correctly.
outlaw. Entered the chat.
Stout
Welcome to the stream.
was among 4 El Paso-based
Outlaw
local officials who
said,
signed on to the recent amicus
WTF is
brief
going on?
in favor of Houston
Crystal
and San
Kitten
Antonio's lawsuits.
Said.
He's
Hi,
also
Outlaw.
gone to state legislature committee meeting to advocate against it. So this is the face of a commie.
Said. Hi kitten.
This,
Bingo.
yeah, he's got the Nazi glasses too.
Just got back from the store, bought eggs, and they were $2.50.
This is
for a
the
dozen.
face
Pretty good.
of a communist here in America. Unfortunately, they look like you or me. We can't tell who they are until we find out how they vote. But this is the face of a communist. David Stout. Put him on a list. Communist piece of shit. Fuck you, dude. He believes HB 2127 will tie the hands of local elected officials. Yeah, your hands need to be fucking tied, you communist piece of shit. Actually, you need to be dragged down to a field and left with the 45 in your fucking head in a shallow ditch. Because that's where commies belong. In a shallow ditch with their with a bullet in their head. Because there's no such thing as a good communist.
Said.
There's no such thing as a good socialist. They're terrible people to the core. This looks friendly, but on the inside, there's a fucking demon in there. We're elected to try and protect our people. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's a lie. They're not for the people. Fucking white liberal piece of shit. Let's see here. We're elected to try and protect people from things like natural disasters. Yeah. To other types of crises, to support our workforce, to provide safe housing, to make sure that we have clean, potable drinking water, and so many other things. You know, the companies that do that are supposed to do that. Your job is to just be a placeholder and pass realistic laws. Not these fucking radical, progressive laws that's turning my state into a liberal shithole. The law can preempt not only policies put in place by elected officials, but also those approved by voters. For Stout, the law is an aggressive act of voter suppression. Of course, they gotta use the buzzwords. Voter suppression! Yeah, even though most of those voters don't fucking matter, because they're communists too. A movie believes is aimed at nullifying the voices of progressive voters. Yes, they need their voices nullified because they're the most toxic pieces of shit in this country. They're the ones that are hurting the state. They're the ones that are turning Texas purple and eventually blue. These are the faggots that are wanting to take away our guns. I don't want them here. I want them gone. I don't... We need a purge of America, y'all. All of these liberals and progressives, they all need purged. Fuck it, let's purge them all. All we just need to collectively get our heads out of our asses and just march on the designated spots. They can't take us all. The government, our own military, I don't think they're going to turn their backs on us. And give it about 5 years. Yeah, they'll have a government that's willing to turn their backs on us and open fire on us. Because they're being indoctrinated right now. They're being indoctrinated right now to be able to turn against their own citizens. So, it's only a matter of time. Okay, the implications are really far-reaching. Destroying the idea of home rule. Well, the communists already destroyed the home rule. Destroying the idea of local control. And really, communism. This is a terrible thing. This has led to more tyranny than anything in the world. But they pass it off as a good thing. It's the very definition of state interference. Well, the state's in charge of the state. It's not up to you faggots to regulate the state. Oh man. The legislation would also remove governmental immunity, leaving counties and cities open to civil litigation, meaning we could sue our public officials finally. It's going to be expensive for local governments to defend and handle in many instances where the express county authority to regulate is unclear. South said the bill might possibly chill the county's will to enact a rule of order for fear of liability to the... No, those rules are meant to bring order, you retards. Y'all are twisting words again. The law's ambiguity can also create a financial burden for counties already limited in how much money, because those counties take money from other counties because they do such a piss poor job at regulating themselves. They have no way to keep their own money because their own policies are fucking them. Whoa. Sorry, a screw just popped up under my mouse. Don't know where that came from. State legislators talking about doing all this great work to try and reduce taxpayer burden. Yeah, because we shouldn't be funding all this shit. And then they turn around and do this. I think they're speaking out of both sides of the mouth. Well, normally they are. Most of the time when politicians are talking, they're talking out of both ends. This is, though, a step in the right track back to they need regulated. Because they're abusing freedoms and privileges. That's part of the problem. So they use the First Amendment to hide behind so they can spew their toxic ideologies. County of El Paso's press office did not comment on which county policy would be affected or the repercussions of HB 2127. The El Paso Chamber of Commerce, an entity that spoke in favor of the bill to the Senate, did not respond to question about the benefits of HB 2127 after the various email correspondence.
A wild Polska Bob.
About an hour's drive from Austin is
a
a small red-leaning
Polska
city
Bob
of Belton, Texas, home to about 25,000 residents.
Has got "do" written all over it.
It's got Democrat written all over, indeed. A decade ago, at the county level, there was not a single elected official who was a Democrat, said the city's public information officer, Paul Romer. That has changed, but it is still a place that most would describe as having traditional values. One Republican representative from the city of Belton High, Hugh Shine, was one of the sponsors of HB 2127. Get that man a beer. He's earned it. But during a July 21st city council meeting, the city broached the topic. The discussion was far from supportive. We're quite concerned about the implications of that. Oh, Manager Sam Listy said. Oh, this is Sam Listy. How that must be a Democrat. Contradicts the Home Rule Amendment of the Texas Constitution. Isn't necessarily vague. It forces the cities to prove their authority to enact ordinances. Belton Place 6 Council Settlement Wayne Carpenter said that after spending several hours reading the Home Rule, enacted for more than 100 years in the Texas Constitution, he determined that HB 2127 violates the Constitution.
Said
it's designed to basically punish large cities.
Out written about the fire and how climate change caused it.
Yeah, climate change, my ass. Yeah, what? It's designed to basically punish large cities. Yes, they need to be punished because that's where the cancer's at. What San Angelo may need, San Antonio doesn't need. And what Houston needs or doesn't need really doesn't apply to most things in Belton.
Outlaw
I think this is a very dangerous president.
Since
you
when
need to
did
shut your commie
start
mouth
reviewing
up.
articles?
I do it every now and then. Stephanie O'Banion, another Belton County senator, tested in the legislature against the bill. Oh, you feminist cunt. It's a terrible bill on multiple levels, but in this rule for cities, it's a terrible stripping of our ability to serve you don't serve your community. You just line your pockets and watch everybody else fight over scraps. The fuck you talking about, lady? Shut the fuck up, you dumb commie cunt. The city of Belton decided unanimously to have an amicus brief ready to file in support of the lawsuit when the time was right. We're still waiting to see what happens, Romer said. The one-size-fits-all model of government is too restrictive. No, it's not. It's such a standard that we all need to achieve and reach for. Possibly a realistic standard. Not this lowering the bar so everybody gets a chance. You know, that's where we fucked up in the first place. We lowered the bar so those that were less capable felt like they were part of the group to save their precious feelings.
Heck yeah, I could get used to this.
Oh, their precious. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Sorry, I had to purge the fucking feelings from my body. Oh. Let's see here. Yeah, we need a one-size-fits-all. See, this is true democracy, baby. Not really. This isn't true democracy, but true democracy would be the majority having full control and the minority not having no power whatsoever. One size fits all. We need a one size fits all. We need to get under a to a degree, a collective stance for America, like we used to, before we let the commies into our country and start teaching our kids again. In Houston's lawsuit filed July 3rd, the city called the measure unconstitutional. I don't see how. Oh, they don't like being regulated, but they want to regulate everybody else. That's it. 3 weeks later, San Antonio joined the lawsuit, citing similar objections. Well, of course. They're communists. They need their money. They need to line their pockets with our tax dollars. The Texas Constitution gives home rule cities the ability to create local ordinances as their first fuck-up. Lawmakers have overstepped their authority with House Bill 2127, said San Antonio Mayor Ron Niernat. Huh? That looks like a fucking commie or a Nazi name right there. Nuremberg! I bet his fucking great-grandpa was a fucking Nazi. We do not intend to meekly surrender our community's right to self-govern. You mean your ability to govern your people and tell them how to live, right? That's what you mean, don't you? Because that's what I'm reading between the lines here. And y'all are all about semantics. These people can't self-govern themselves. They're fucking sheep. How many of them are on the welfare state? How many of them are on the Texas teat of the welfare, huh? I bet you a good deal of them. Oh no, they won't be able to make a living. Go out and get a fucking job! It's that simple! Can't find... Oh, you're too good to get out and till them fields? Not my problem. Starve. Sorry, not sorry. We're not a we're not a handout. We're a hand up. But ain't no fucking handout. I'm tired of my tax dollars funding lazy faggots' fucking lives. I need that money. Alright, let's continue. Crucial city housing ordinances dealing with increased apartment inspections. This could be a good thing, you know? Don't need illegals living in an apartment, you know, because certain people that look like them need more people that look like them because they're trying to turn Texas back into Mesco. Ugh, that face makes me sick. Let's see here. Complex failing to meet city's maintenance and safety codes. That's a good thing. Everything needs to be kept up to code because this... some of these houses are shit. They need to be torn down. A lot of these buildings in these big cities need to be torn down or figure out how to fucking refurbish them and fix them up and turn them into housing, affordable housing, but not to where you get ghetto trash living there and ruining your fucking area. Let's see here. That protects renters by targeting discrimination and ensuring tenants have a safe, stable, and affordable place to live. Could disappear under this law. Well, then that would make us all equal then. Because I see a lot of discrimination against a white man. And especially in the workforce here in Texas. And the renters. I mean, what if one of the reasons I didn't get that home loan was because
Things don't change drastically. See America
I'm a straight white male.
Before I die.
What if?
I wonder who's going.
What if that was the reason I didn't get my home loan?
Said.
Could have been.
If you're not funding broke-ass mofos, the government will figure out another way for you to pay something else.
They can dig
Probably
out of their
something
own...
just as shit.
No, they can dig out of their own fucking pockets and give. Don't take from me by force. Ah, fuck that shit. I need that money to help better my fucking life. Fuck them. They're illegal anyways. These people come here and shit all over our culture and then force their culture down our throat and tell us if we don't accept it, we're fucking xenophobes. A fear of another culture. I'm not afraid of other cultures, except the ones that want to kill me and eat me. Those are the cultures I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the cultures that involve cutting my head off because I don't believe in their Allah. So, this puts us all on equal footing. Because the true discrimination that comes with those policies, like the one I got highlighted, it's the white man that gets discriminated against at the end of it. San Antonio District 5 Council Member Terry Costello. Look at that feminist cunt. That communist cunt. Who is involved with the city's suit, argues that it undermines the democratic process and concurs that the law's vagueness leaves her city vulnerable to lawsuit. Ultimately, whether you're on the right or the left, folks know that local government is the closest to the ground, and no, it's not. The state is the state itself, your local officials that you vote to have in place to represent you. You don't represent the people, lady. You represent yourself and that second world shithole Mexico that you come from. That you come here for what's the excuse they use?
Said.
Is
the vote even counted?
Fuck no. Not anymore, at least. They done fixed that in 2020 when they cheated to win. 2016 was their test run to see if they could get away with it. And when they failed, Russian collusion. He was working with Russia. No, you dumb bitch, you were. Nice try at deflecting and gaslighting, though. But people bought it. The January 6th insurrection. We know the feds were involved. We're not stupid.
4 states in 2016.
I'm called a conspiracy theorist for believing this shit, man. And there's still some people out there that don't believe the government's gonna do what yeah, just wait. 5-10 years. 5 to 10 years, we're gonna see a one world currency. And that's just could be sooner, I don't know. I'm leaving it that open because I don't know the exact time, date, or anything. I just know it'll be within the 5 to 10 year marker. We're creeping up on the 5-year marker for me saying certain things already, so I'm kind of nervous.
The Spearman said.
Alright, among the explicit targets of the law have been ordinance
them to define
mandating.
Conspiracy.
Yeah.
They can't.
No, I like to say, anytime someone said something about Hitler, he said it was a conspiracy theory. So, you gotta kind of look at him and like, are you a Nazi? Do you need to see my papers? Do I need to get my papers for the fuel? Where's my fuel? Make it awkward for him at that point. Match your energy. Just be ready for some of the repercussions. You may end up having to fight somebody. Especially if you match their energy. Because they have no problem doing it. These are the people that have never been told, hey, knock it the fuck off. And when they come across people like me, I'll just headbutt you in the fucking face. I don't care. You annoy me?
Said.
Boom!
It's all about what we can hold them accountable
and right
for
here,
at this point.
This is probably the hardest part of my head because I hit it the most. There's a permanent knot right here from all the headbutting I've done in my life. Still hurts like a Dickens, but god damn it hurts them a lot more. Let's see here. Among the explicit targets of the law have been ordinances mandating water breaks for construction workers.
Main
Where are they getting this?
LOL.
Such as those in Austin and Dallas. They're making this shit up. Water breaks. Get water on you. They should have water on them. But they always have water at the ready. The fuck are they talking about? I've worked out on the fucking road. I've done construction. They have water fucking available. They need drink. Get a fucking drink. It's hot as fuck. They provide Gatorade. I don't know what the fuck this dumb cunt's talking about. Yeah, and they're making up shit like that communist occasional Cortez where she went down to the Texas border. Oh, the children, the precious children. Oh, the fake crocodile tears. Oh, the fake tears. Oh, the children. They're like her abuela in Cuba. Her poor abuela. You know, why don't you take your money and fast track her here, kind of like your family did, you know? Because, you know, they probably have money. There's a reason they're here. There's a reason that dumb cunt's in office. She was placed there for a reason. Because someone put her there. Not us. Not the people.
That's all women have to hear. Oh, the children.
The children.
It's that easy to manipulate them.
Well, people fail to realize women and children are the easiest to emotionally and psychologically manipulate. They're the easiest. And black people are third because, you know, you just gotta call them the N-word and they're all, they start flipping out on their shit too. To have been considering such an ordinance, but because Abbott's new law would have prevented it, the ordinance had to be scaled down to one that doesn't cover all San Antonio residents. Costello said, it will apply to residents who receive a contract through the city. HB 2127. Enforcement does not lie within a state commission or group to decide the validity of a local policy, but rather individuals who can sue the municipalities if they believe a policy is out of compliance with the state of Texas. It leaves everything open to for a lawsuit, and that's a lot of taxpayer money that's going to have to be used to challenge these lawsuits. Yeah, they're going to use our money. They're going to tap into our money to fight their wars. And this is theft. That was done by progressives and liberals. In Austin, one of the most progressive cities in the state,
said,
purge it!
Who knew a people that were first contacted in the 1500s with Paleolithic technology wouldn't be able to assimilate to more advanced cultures?
Yeah,
the spearman said, I'm sure the people in charge know.
Oh yeah. Ordinances dealing with water and rest breaks for construction workers, fair chance hiring, what? Fair chance? Equity-based hiring, which discriminates against white men and Asians. Wage theft prevention? What do you mean wage theft prevention? Did a mother paying child support have her wages garnished? Is that what that is? A $20 minimum wage for city employees. What? Why do they make more than me? Most of these city workers that I've seen sit on their asses. We have TxDOT, and literally all they do is sit in a truck, drive down the freeways, get out, pick up some trash, throw it in a trailer, and then get back in the truck. And that's easy work. I used to do that. That was my last job. I walked the county roads and highways and freeways picking up litter for minimum wage because it was all I could find. I did that shit for 5 years until I threw my back out. And that was a painful 2 years too. And I was unemployed. I couldn't do nothing. My back was fucked. paid parental. No, this parental leave, paid parental leave. This shouldn't be allowed either. That needs to go out the window too. Companies don't hire you to have kids. You shouldn't. That's punishing
Binkus
the employer
said, no matter the job, they
for
make
your
$20
choices.
an hour. They could be sitting on their ass
No.
or working on something physical is what they mean.
Just paternity leave. Yeah, you need paternity leave. You need some time off. But getting paid to not do your job and sit at home while doing what it don't make sense, does it? Getting paid to do nothing? That sounds like, boy, that sounds like communism and socialism right there, if you ask me. Boy, howdy, them strong, independent women really know how to milk the system, don't they? There's a conservative effort by Republicans to bring forward broad preemptive legislation. Austin District 2 Councilwoman Vanessa Fuentes. Ugh. It's a concerted effort to hold power at the state level. They want to consolidate
Abraham Lincoln,
power at the state level and take away power from the local government.
To more easily enable civil discourse.
Well, we need to get
now
the
they
government.
Can manipulate a lower class against the needy.
We need to get the government out of the state. That's part of the problem. We got another feminist communist cunt here. Vanessa Fuentes. Ugh. Looks like she got punched in the jaw before the video, and it's her side of her head swollen up. I guess that's the communist cancer spreading through her face, or a botched Botox injection. God damn it. God damn these communist cunts. In the early years of her career, Fuentes was a legislative aide in the Texas capital located in Austin. During the 83rd legislative session, she recalls the rhetoric emerging from the conservative lawmakers' wing favored local
Due to the fact that so many
control
women have
and
seats
local
in
voice.
government, it's over, man.
Here I am 10 years
There's
later,
no way to save this.
and I've seen the state legislature preempt, strip away local control, kneecapping local control, and basically declare war on city governments. Yes, we need to declare war on all governments. All governments. On how we can best protect the interests of our communities. Because y'all don't have the community's best interests at heart. You are so busy lining your pockets and sucking the cocks of foreign dignitaries
Outlaw
that
said
you don't care about your fucking people. This is just an opportunity for you to get power and control. So, you know, we need less local government. We need a lot less government. That's part of the problem. Our government's overstepping its boundaries. And that's what this policy does. It puts the heel on their fucking neck and says, hey, 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 know your place here, boy. And that's what we need more of. We need more policies like that. We need these progressives and liberals fucking, they need to feel that boot. The pendulum's going to swing back the other way, and when it does, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be really ugly. And I hope I'm at the front lines of it all. Because I want to be there to see the look on their face when shit hits the fan for them. And they realize, oh fuck, what have we done? And they start going, oh please, come on man, come on, no, come on, forgive us, it was, come on man. I'm like, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Damage has been done. Because it's too late. We're too far past. We're too far past to be saved. These people need to be taught a very valuable, a very painful, and a very valuable lesson. I actually closed the wrong link here. There we go. So yeah, we need to purge every state. I look forward to this. I hope this gets passed, and I hope it spreads. I really do. I do. I hope it spreads to every state, and every state enacts it. I know they're gonna fight. They're gonna have issues. Keep preaching, cause I ain't got the patience for this shit anymore, man.
A wild.
My mentals.
Endeavors.
It hurts my brain listening to these people talk because the shit they say.
Successful endeavors.
It makes no sense.
Chaos.
It makes no sense at all. And I like things to make sense. And if it don't make sense, it's senseless to me. Because again, I need shit to make sense. Oh, I'm heading backwards. Yeah, I didn't finish Leonardo. I only made it to World 4. But, it's... I've been around 41 years. And I would say 30 of those years was me going, what the fuck is going on?
My life has been ruined by feminist policy. The best years
what is going on to this state? This is not
she could do it on
what
her own.
I
I'm
was
already dead. May as well go on my terms.
This isn't what it was supposed to be. It's something totally different. Something more vile and toxic. And, well, my whole thing, feminism took from me, and now I want to take from feminism. I want to take everything. I want to take it all. I want to give them a taste of their own medicine. Tell them how to be women for 40, 50 years. Put them back in their fucking place, which is the fucking kitchen. In the fucking home. Raising the children. And taking care of the castle. While we go out and slay the motherfucking dragons. Because that's our gender role.
10,000.
Gender roles defined man and woman.
The spearman
but these uppity
said,
cunts.
We can't make this mistake again.
And feminism. Dragons. Oh, you gotta mute me. Came in saying we shouldn't have to adhere. These liberal cunts shouldn't have to adhere to societal norms, cultural norms, because they're oppressive. How are they oppressive? The woman literally is taken care of. She got a good dude taking. Granted, yes, not all the men, but it's always a small minority. And that's something people fail to realize. When feminists are talking, they're comparing all men to the 20%. Because that's the 20% they want. That's the 20% they identify as. Because that's what feminists are. The 20% of men. Well, wannabe men. They're no better than the 20%. And the more girls they get to,
the spearman
the more
said,
like the 20% those guys are. Yeah, bitch think. Who entered the chat?
What up? What up?
Yo, what's up, Outlaw?
Hi, Outlaw.
Hey, kitten.
So I'm tired of watching I'm tired of seeing my country turn into a second world shithole. We're a first world country. But we started letting a bunch of third world motherfuckers come in here.
I'm a BRB.
And they shit all over our shit.
About to make some Japanese curry.
We had a foundation. We literally had a foundation laid out there for people to build upon. And these commies and socialists come over here, walking around pigeon shitting all over everything. Because they thought they were better. Because they're narcissistic fucktards. Because I got the degree. I'm a lazy intellectual. I just sit around and think all day. It makes me important. Philosophers have their purpose, but they shouldn't be idolized like that.
When people start to understand that all this has been is nothing more than a strategic destruction of the West, it's a strategic strategy to take over the West.
The people I speak to claim to be American, so I ask them to name 3 amendments off the Bill of Rights.
You will understand why feminism has been effective.
These people from
You'll understand why racism has been effective. You'll understand why transgenderism has been effective. It's not about these people and what they're trying to achieve out of life. It's about using them as bludgeons and tools against people like you and I who believe in law and order and our God. And they have been used for far too long, and they will be discarded once this government's gotten out of us what they want.
think about this. Everybody that's preached a somewhat positive message in history, like Martin Luther King, for example, even though he's a socialist at the end of the day, he still preached a good message about us living together to get along.
Yeah.
What's happened to them? They got unalived by the government. Their own government did it. MLK Jr. was a useful idiot. They saw the message he was pushing and said, hey, we need that just to get the black vote. That's where the whole racism thing come in. Racism didn't come in until the black man got educated. And where did the idea of racism come from? Trotsky, a communist. You know, so that's, I mean, again though, they use the First Amendment to hide behind that, where they can teach these ideologies in our schools.
Outlaw, the older generation is so brainwashed that they can't comprehend what's happening.
My generation,
Next time you talk to
millennials,
one, notice the blank look in their eye when you tell them the truth.
I'm a millennial.
Said.
The
3 most important
majority of them
the 2A and 4A
are pro-socialism because they don't want to work for the things they have, and that irritates me because I was raised as part of that generation, and when people find out, it's like, I'm not your typical millennial. I'm more of a boomer. I got a boomer mindset, I guess. Oh, work hard for what I have, appreciate what I have, and you know, that's one thing, because everything that you have now could be taken. Everything that I have now is a privilege. It's all a privilege. I had to work for it. I had to bleed and shit for some of this stuff. So, you know, people take things for granted so much, and we lose value. It loses value, and this is where we get, you know, sex has been devalued to just a bodily function, you know, baby making, you know, child rearing. It's fear porn almost out of existence. Nobody wants a kid no more. The horrors of child rearing. Oh man, I don't want to do that shit. That's too much responsibility. Oh, you know, funny thing, responsibilities are what make us better people. They help build character. They help develop us. Now, it depends on what responsibilities you take on, what roles you take on in life. You know, there's certain roles have more importance than others, but they're all still equally valuable in their own way. Mothers and fathers, they've been devalued by feminists, well, especially the father. They traded us in for the fucking state, which that right there just tells you all you need to know about the state of women.
Spearman.
They're willing to trade in good men to LARP around.
I don't even know what I'm even doing here. There's no hope for me. Straight
Nope, not
white male
anymore.
neutralized. Mission accomplished.
Yep. Can't have kids because all the women are wanting that career. Like I said, they want to LARP around like a man, get that education and that degree so they can get that Louis Vuitton bag and sleep around with Chad Thundercock and Tyrone because those are good men in their eyes because they so hot and they so popular. And for some reason they think they're gonna poop out attractive kids if they sleep with these low IQ retards. Low IQ is wrong. Narcissists. Because if you haven't noticed, the guys that these women are chasing after, the guys that women want, those women are no different than those guys. They're just as superficial, just as materialistic, just as narcissistic, and just as ego-driven as the men.
Successful endeavors.
Oh!
Said. The government under the guise of martial law will attempt to violate your 4THA, to confiscate weapons that violate your 2nd A, remove the 2A and all other rights vanish.
Yep. People don't understand this. They need to get rid of the Constitution so they can enact full-blown communism. And when that happens, we will be fucked. And here's the scary thing, y'all. This is what people really need to see, open their eyes to. There are people out there that are willing to give up that stuff just for some monocle of what appears to be safety. So, I mean, think about it. Grass for guns. Gas for guns. Cash for guns. People did it. People actually did it. Canada fucking did it.
A mass majority of people in this country have never lived through oppression of any kind. They have no idea what oppression is. So they don't have that. They don't have that viewpoint, that advantage to draw from, to understand how bad it can get, because it's never been bad in this country.
I lived it through the family. I'm pretty sure my dad was a commie. It makes sense. You know, he was very authoritarian. He was a dick. He was an atheist. And he was a Democrat. So...
You have people who have moved here from other third world countries that have seen real oppression.
Yeah.
That are telling us what's going to happen if we don't wake up. You have people here.
She's on YouTube. She's making her rounds on YouTube. I think it was Jordan Peterson found her. She escaped from North Korea. And there's people actually out there trying to deny what she's saying. Think of their own government, and people don't realize links the government will go through to get shit done. We have an individual that's part of this community that seems to struggle with grasping that.
Your dad was so communist, Red, you ended up being born a ginger.
I'm not a ginger. It's the Irish in me, though.
Well, this is what ticks me off about, you know, the feminist ideology. You know, it's constantly changing. The words are constantly evolving. You know, you can't nail these people down, even though logically it's easily debunkable. Because they always constantly move the goalpost.
That's one thing they've always done, is move that goalpost. They're really good at that.
Feminism is toxic.
It's toxic from the get-go, but people seem to, they hear equality and just think it's all about equality. It's never about equality. Even back then, the original feminists were Marxists. Ah! They separated from the men because they felt they could do better. Which is feminism in a nutshell. We could do better than the men. What's the one thing these feminists always say? It's our turn. It's our turn for the power.
Yeah, and funny enough, you know, they say men have always been in charge. What men? The government?
You mean those emotional
politicians?
Men? Those emotional thinking men that are in privileged positions of authority? That abuse their power and authority? You mean the men like that back then? A small minority of men? Again, they're comparing the majority to the minority, which is what Hitler did with the Jews.
Yeah, when they say men have been in power and now it's their turn,
chaos.
What men are you
Being
talking
a former
about?
soldier,
The average
you understand the
man in this
nation-building
culture has never been in
process.
power.
Yes.
You break
We're
down a
supposed
nation
to
the
be in
same
power
way that
over
you
our
break down a
government, but we're
soldier.
not.
You remove
You're
individuality
talking about
and
that very
remold them to
minute
serve
few
your
men who have always been in
spearman
charge of our government,
said,
who've made
"Man,
piss poor
this shit is
decisions.
depressing. Can we take another toe?
Those men?
Yeah.
Knowing things sucks.
Because I, as
I'm
a
not
man, have
even
never been in
smart.
charge,
I wish I
let
could be
alone
clueless like
in
the
charge
masses.
of other men or women.
Successful
No,
endeavors.
I don't
because
know
if
what
you were
man
clueless,
feminists are talking
Needs
about.
and values.
they're talking about the small men, the small minority of men that were in control.
Yeah.
And they seem to think it's just a man thing. No, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. It will corrupt anybody. Even me. It could corrupt me. I have the potential to be corrupted. Money talks. I'm kidding. No, I'm actually a lot. I hold very firm to most of my, to actually a good deal of my morals, and ethics, and values. If I were president, abortion would be gone. It would be banned into non-existence.
Said. There are like 5
That's
dudes
one thing that
in
would be
control.
gone. Yeah,
Their arguments are asinine.
yeah, it's a small group of men. The ones that control the money. The ones that are, the Mike's not believing, you know, the one world currency. That one world currency shit's coming to fruition. It's gonna happen, whether we want it to or not. And there's nothing we can fucking do about it. Why? Because the people that control the money are the ones that are making it happen.
Yeah.
So we will be, in due time, on a one world currency. We will have a one world religion. It will be Luciferianism, essentially. Which, that right there is a very dangerous ideology too. Because it takes us back to more of a Old Testament kind of thing. And I don't know if y'all remember y'all's Bible reading and all that, but the Old Testament is full of all kinds of fucked up shit. All kinds of horrors and atrocities happen. Really? You're a prick. You know, slavery was a big thing during the...
As long as women can vote, ITLL happen. As
and
I've
nothing's
said
gonna
before,
change.
vote doesn't matter.
Voting
Oh,
As long
no,
as
not
people
anymore.
believe the system
Look,
works,
I
Yeah.
talked
that's
with
what
this
matters.
Doug and Curly and India and them
Successful
last night. Voting
endeavors.
has never mattered in this
Said.
country.
Well, it did.
Very much
That's the
so.
thing. It used to. But then, again, this is one of those instances where when they gave everybody the right to vote, it devalued the vote itself. Oh, you cunt.
Now, I look at voting as a privilege. I don't see it,
It
as
is.
right.
It was a privilege. But when the government gave it away to everybody, it instantly became a right.
Mm-hmm.
Because rights are given. Privileges are earned. You know, we have the right to
No.
self-defense. No, we don't. We don't have the right to defend ourselves. Because if we defend ourselves, that person could sue us if we cause bodily injury to them. If you maim somebody that breaks into your house, they could essentially sue you and take you to court. And you would have to pay for their medical bills. And you may even go to jail for assault.
Here's the thing, Spearman. The system isn't the problem, it's the people running the system. Voting's not the
That's
problem, it's the people
literally-
running the voting.
That's literally what I've been saying. The
Yeah.
people piloting the ship are the pricks that need to go. They need to be replaced with somebody that's not gonna jump on the dick of foreign people for perks and privileges. Those people need to be tried for treason. And unfortunately, we're not at war, because acts of treason are generally dealt with execution style during a time of war. That's why Saddam Hussein got hung, because they were at war and he committed treason.
It was critical.
But they also needed Saddam out the picture so we could place our own person in there.
It
Again,
was
these people are chosen by, not by us.
It was critical when the founding fathers set this country up for the people to understand our role in this, our responsibility.
They were trying to create a new Jerusalem. The Constitution And the Bill of Rights was there to keep the government from overstepping its boundaries.
What are you up, you fuckers?
But what happens
What's up, Jeff?
when you get emotional thinkers in positions of power and authority? Their emotional thinking takes over. Emotions are subjective. And there's no logic behind that. It's all feelings. I feel like
Outlaw.
this
I'm
policy
not sure
means
anymore.
if the
voting
child
didn't
is,
matter, why
they can
did
come
they
here
go to the
illegally
trouble of
as long as you're
stealing the
born on
election?
American soil.
Why are they still
You're an
going
American
after
citizen,
Trump like this
which
is a banana
anchor
republic?
babies.
Well,
You know, anchor babies shouldn't be a thing. You know, that policy was written in for the people of that time. They burged the
you know what that
word
also means?
and manipulated it to where if someone comes here illegally and has a kid, they're automatically an American citizen.
well, here's the thing, SE.
Gaming the
Voting
system.
matters. Voting matters in a transparent system. If you are able to create a 100% transparent system that has no room for cheating, then it's a good thing. In other words, and I've said this example numerous times, and I'll repeat it again. If you have 100 people voting for someone, it should be to where all 100 people know how the other 99 voted.
That's risky business.
Well, it eliminates the ability to cheat. See, most people don't really get the idea of mail-in ballots, of how much deception is possible with mail-in ballots. It's the same thing like online when you have people say, for instance, Pearly Things. They buy all these subscriptions. Come on, guys. I mean, do we really know that how many people does she have? 100,000? What? A million subs? Something like that? Do we really know that that's a million legit people watching her?
You did hear what Blake did say in one stream. How she exploded from, like, probably 20,000, probably under that, to within a couple months 100K. And this was back when I can't remember which stream, but Blake was pointing out how it is so skewed, female content creators versus male content creators. Their numbers jump so slowly. How the difference in just numbers increasing at the audience size. But so skewed, and as well as how some people that they're male creators, but yet their numbers still explode, yet their content is either stagnant or it's oversaturated topics that has already been, it's a dead horse already. There's no point in beating it anymore.
Which is why you don't see me do very many things like this, because everybody else is already talking about it. That's why I just join their streams and jump in. Cause shit.
The very idea,
covered. Like, who cares at that point?
The very idea of mail-in ballots is
it's asinine. It's asinine.
I mean,
so much
look,
potential for cheating.
Look, privacy is one of the biggest things in our country, right? Not hunting people down and knocking them.
Is it? Because I could get doxxed right now, buddy. All they gotta do is look at my IP address, and I'm fucked.
I'm saying, follow me here. So, they're not going to put everybody's information out there publicly
No, it's just the political dissidents.
So that right there lets you know that there's room for a number of dead voters, illegal voters, made-up voters, multitudes of voters who, voted multiple times. Same thing as the buying bots and buying subscriptions. You have no idea who's real and who's fake anymore voting in these elections, and that's what it's about. That lets you know right there that this stuff is nonsensical.
Yeah. But that, what that requires to figure that out? That requires people to take their heads out of TikTok or wherever else they've got on their phone and actually do some thinking, which the average person does not want to do, it seems like.
Thinking hurts my brain head.
I mean, we are so corrupt as a country that we're willing to rig an already rigged election.
I know, that's crazy,
The
isn't
worst
it?
part about that is all that rigging and Riggs isn't even involved.
I know. They excluded Riggs from doing all the riggering.
I know.
Such bigots.
Rigger!
Those bigots. How dare they keep the rigger himself.
You know, they already control who gets to be elected upon in the first place with a Democrat and a Republican candidate. You know, they already control both parties. So now it's just narrowed down and streamlined to, okay, which one of these two do we want in, who's going to better,
walk away?
you know, follow
With the
orders
brainwashed
and
masses,
not,
is there even a way to
Push
stop
the
it?
agenda.
right.
What do we do? Well, you can either Atlas shrug and sit back and watch society take a big fat shit, which is where I'm about at. Cause I can only say this shit for so long. You know, there's a saying in the Bible, don't cast your pearls before swine. And my pearls of wisdom aren't for swine. And I'm not tired, but
You're just tired of worrying about things that just don't even matter anymore. I understand. I got a buddy who's just like that. I've been trying to get him on Gilded so he can talk with us,
Successful
Pop,
endeavors,
Rhino, but
said.
he's at that point in his
educate
life
the
where
stupid
he
for
just
as
doesn't
long as
want any
possible.
more connection to the internet at all. He's done. He's
all I
his
need
dick
all
up
I
his
need is
ass
a group
for
of
so long.
people to be like, hey, we're getting together here. It's time. It's starting, and I'm there. I will quit my job and I will join the militia and I will help kill the commies. That's all I'm waiting for.
Just waiting for the order to open fire?
Pretty much.
Eh. I'm already dead, so I can't do anything.
Ah,
Just
shit.
here.
Spearman, about the only
Well,
thing I can tell you, brother.
I
is-
look
is
at
I
it
guess
like
it'll
this.
come down-
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out in style. I'm gonna kill me some commies before I go.
I'm gonna go out with style.
Because I believe there are no good commies, just dead commies.
I believe it
Pretty
comes
sure-
down to how bad do you want to save this economy, and I don't think there is any saving it, to be honest.
No, it's gone already.
Yeah. So I would say, brother, live your life on your terms and conditions and till the end, and enjoy life for what it's worth.
And don't get involved in too much fuckery because, well, you know, that's how you get AIDS.
Yeah.
That's something else I'll never
You know,
get.
You have to come to a realization that, you know, this started way before you were born.
Yep.
And you got on this runaway train when you were born, unable to stop it. So, what do you say, man?
There's not much you can do other than
The
just
spearman
ride the wave in, I
said,
guess.
I'm
defeat
gonna
look-
ride the wave in and I'm gonna take out as many motherfuckers as I can on my way
And
out.
look, I know it sounds very black pillish, but at the same time, it comes down to how much do you want to see this stuff in? I mean,
If we
I don't
want to
wanna
save,
sound doom and gloom,
if
but
we want to save America, again, we would have to collectively get our heads out of our asses today,
And,
and march
yeah,
on our
that's
governments.
not happening.
yeah,
That's not
But we are
happening.
too far divided because of these neo-Marxist retards in our schools teaching black kids that, oh, white man suppressing you, and teaching our girls that
Successful
strong,
endeavors,
independent garbage,
said,
you don't need no
the
man.
economic collapse is inevitable.
Yes.
Our Constitution and Bill of Rights are actually a really good
They are.
concept.
even if the
They
law
They
is
are.
too-
They're also they're a double-edged sword because the Marxists use our First Amendment to hide behind so they can spew their toxic ideology. So it's one
Yeah.
of those. Now, I am for free speech. Now, there's speech that causes harm and kills people. That I'm not for.
the spearmen.
And I'm sure everybody
but
else
even
could
with
agree
that-
with that.
America
Yeah,
is
you're
only
s-
worth
I'm
you're-
saving
sure
if
they're
we get
also going to
America
spin
when we
that.
save
They're
it.
going to try and spin that too.
Yeah, they always do.
no.
They always do because they literally they live, eat, and breathe Sun Tzu's The Art of War. If you want to understand Marxism, read the Communist Manifesto, follow it up with The Art of War. That right
and,
there.
And then a Necronomicon. Because then you can learn to use necromancy against them. That's one thing
Raise
that
the
most
dead to vote Democrats.
probably
I
have
keep
done
saying,
that.
Just long enough.
I keep saying, even if you were to reverse the laws, if you were able to reverse the laws today, that doesn't solve anything. You still got to
Well,
breed out
you gotta
all of this
enforce the
feminism
laws.
out of people.
You have to enforce the laws. And then that
That-
brings
you
in
got-
re-education camps, which people are going to question because, like, well, why am I
I'm
going to a
surprised
re-education
they
camp?
even know the art of war.
You have to breed
Oh.
out the feminism out of people, the communism way of thinking.
That's one of the few books that you still have to read, bro.
And that's going to take a few generations.
Now,
to
whether
get
they
away
understand
from
it-
these ideas.
2 generations
You
to get
how
it
to
completely
read.
weeded out. Well, nowadays,
How many people do you think know how to properly read anymore?
the ones that go to Oxford, the ones that spew out, push out these communist retards.
Yeah.
Them
People
schools.
that don't shit their pants and then blame it on somebody else.
The ones that shit their pants and say someone made them do it.
Oh
They
my
didn't.
god.
Someone. Yeah, they make up shit to dodge accountability.
That's it. No, you shit your
Liberal
pants.
schools, you
Nobody
know.
else did it.
Liberal schools, like Oxford and Cambridge.
Don't tell me Harvard is included in that.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Ugh!
They're an
Well, good thing I
affirmative.
didn't go to college.
Then again, I don't know. They enacted that affirmative action shit, so they needed more black people in their college so they could get that government funding, baby.
Oh,
Them
of
government kickbacks, man. We gotta make sure more black people get in, even though they didn't score high enough. Maybe we'll just lower the bar so they could get in then. There, that's fair. Just lower the bar so everybody gets in. No,
Yeah,
then
and
you
they'll turn around and say
Mm.
that they are anti-racist. They're not just not racist. Isn't the concept of lowering the bar so
Successful
someone can
endeavors,
make it suggesting
said,
that they aren't capable of doing it
chaos.
themselves?
Communism fails because it needs a capitalist host to parasite off of.
Yeah, there's
It
never
also
going to
fails
be
because
such a
it
thing
removes
as true
incentives.
communism or
It
socialism,
also fails to
SE,
take human
because you're
nature
never
into
going to
account.
have a system to where the
Experiment.
government's going to be equal on a
Said.
playing field with the people.
Sounds like women.
Oh,
True
it's always
communism's
going to
already
be
been
Totally
somebody
True
women-friendly
communism's already been
ideology.
tried several
It's
times.
not your responsibility.
It didn't work.
It's everyone's.
Yep.
No
it
accountability.
didn't.
Surprise! Oh.
A wild. Big Angry Phil.
Yep.
Yo,
So-
Big Angry
Entered the
Phil,
chat.
how you doing,
Welcome to
bud?
the stream.
Hope all is well, sir.
Big Angry Phil said,
You can't.
Like that
Sup,
kind
chaos.
of system just isn't
Trying the hard
stable,
mode.
and everybody is entitled to
I'm
their
on
rewards due to
okay.
work.
Yep. Yeah, it's not natural. It's not a natural occurring, ideology.
Because the concept of taking somebody else's hard-earned material, whether that be a fiat currency or just material such as food or building materials, and giving it to someone else just because they don't have as much, just isn't logical.
Angry Phil
If you don't have the
said,
capability of
"Fuck
producing
commies."
it yourself,
the
then
spearman.
what
said,
right do you
At
have to take it
successful
from somebody
endeavors
else?
and they jump from place to place.
Yeah,
Like, you would not
BLLED
have
the people
know anything to
steal
do
their
with
money,
that.
and when
It's
none is
saying
left, they
somebody
go
else over
somewhere
here
else.
independently created
Disgusting.
their own computer with advanced electronics. But this person over here doesn't have it, so they should have it too. So they take it from the person who
Endeavors.
built it and gave it to the
Said,
dumbass that doesn't even know how to
Locust
press
Place.
a button to make something happen.
Yep.
It's the same concept as that.
Yep. Absolutely.
Why?
It ruins incentives to be innovative and want to work. You know, that's partly why our early society almost died, because a bunch of people, a small group of people were doing all the work, and everybody was benefiting from it.
Yeah.
You notice that all of those empires where you had a class of people that just have power because they have armed people that don't question anything at their beck and call to enforce the edicts, I should say, on the blue-collar people, the people with trades and skills produced to preserve not just themselves, but others around them through work. But all of those kingdoms died out because the system where you have one person who is in power just because no particular reason other than they either killed the previous ruler or they were able to convince a bunch of people that know how to fight to enforce their rules. This doesn't work. Kind of like God designed the place for those who work to benefit, and those who don't, they either have to lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want and live in luxury, or naturally they would just die off because they're too stupid or lazy to
The
produce
spearman
what's necessary to preserve themselves.
It makes me sad, but I don't work nearly
Yeah, I mean,
as
and
hard
now
as
you
I
look
could
at the
because I
economy
don't
and you
want
look
the
at,
state
you
to
know,
enforce
all these
that
people
for
in our
stealing the
culture being
sweat of my brow.
incentivized to be lazy and, you know, not be creative or innovative, you know, just rely on somebody else. And that's what I mean. The system here in the culture has already been built up to a point to where now it's sustainable. You know, they've used men for as long as they could to build this system, and they've happily taken it out of our hands. Thanks, men, for building our culture, and we'll take it from here. And that's why you're seeing all this incentivization for people to be lazy and just live off the government, get on all these programs as much as you can, you know.
Why have I gotta work when the government gives me a check every month? I don't care where it came from. It's free money, man. I gotta work, and you just sit at home for my credit work, put out my kid, and you just the man be paying my check, baby, yeah.
The mass majority of this country is lazy. They're overweight.
Lazy,
That's
entitled fucktards.
You know what that says, right? That just makes it easier for you to get rid of them. If they're fat and slow or stupid, or all three, it just means it's easier to run up to them with a bat.
When the zombie apocalypse happens, surround yourself with obese people. They'll be the first to die.
I mean, do people
called meat shields.
Do people not see, you know, okay, we know that McDonald's is unhealthy, but yet we're going to continue to allow it to be a multi-billion-dollar industry around the world, creating more problems and more burdens on the, you know, healthcare system we already have in place.
Yeah,
we've seen that.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
You know
for
why?
Years.
You know why? Because it means I don't have to cook after I get off work at night.
Yeah.
Because I've been working hard all day. No. And I shouldn't have to come home and cook too, god damn it. The cooking's hard too.
They know that this is killing people. They know that Burger King's killing people. That all this alcohol.
Well, they're in bed. Let's see, they're in bed. They're in bed with all the organizations that give us the pills that are supposed to make us healthy again.
The spearman said,
yeah,
we should have McDonald's.
The thing about McDonald's is it's always been, you know, the idea of fast food, spearman, has never really made sense.
It's food that you don't have to cook.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time when I ate it with the best of everybody else, but
I don't go to McDonald's anymore. That's
for sure. Be like,
I very rarely eat that garbage anymore. Very rarely.
Every time I eat it, I piss out my asshole for a couple of days.
Piss out your asshole. That's very peculiar, but all right.
Don't go making waterfalls.
Successful
They burn your butthole like you'll never imagine.
Exactly, SE, exactly.
That's
Yeah.
why doctors
It'll
are so
make
heavily invested into it.
Uncontrollably.
Yeah.
Spearmint.
Big
Because the
pharma,
medicinal-
big
Windows
tech,
one
they
from
all.
Blue Moon.
That's why they
Yes.
pitch a fit when you come out with a natural remedy or people die that find natural remedies for things that big pharma is supposed to have done years ago.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
And, you know, you got an
They
upset
know-
stomach?
Yes.
Get some fucking ginger root, yo.
Some ginger.
Get some ginger root.
At
Fucking
this
boil it
point,
up,
it's-
drink it as a tea, and it'll curb your upset stomach.
At this point, guys, it's not about what we can figure out about all this. It's about what you're going to hold them accountable for what they've done.
Oh
What you
yeah.
can stick to them and put them away and make them pay for the crimes that they've done. They don't care how much of this out here that we can figure out and know. That part is done flown. The ship's done sailed on that. Now they care
Said.
about what you can hold them
EFF that.
accountable for.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what they do every
$2,000
election
bill
when
It's
you
well
know these
past.
elections that we have. You know, all this evidence comes out of tampering with election fraud. That's because you can hold them accountable when you catch them red-handed.
Not only that, but follow it up with suppressive fire followed by artillery in their
That's it.
directions, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
This stuff is so easy to see through. It's not even funny. Like, seriously.
Once you know what to look for, and that's the thing, a lot of people don't know what to look for. I've actually taken the time to kind of you just gotta listen to their words and know what know what you're
But
reading
again,
and know what you're listening
this
for.
every-
A lot of people
every-
they don't take the
stop
time.
Successful endeavors. Said.
I've taken the time to understand
Not a
Marxism to its core
coincidence
pretty
that they
much.
remove information
So
from the
I
internet
have
on
a pretty
daily
good grasp
basis.
on it. Same thing with feminism. I've done my research. I know what I'm talking about. If I'm wrong on something, I do need to be corrected. But for the most part, everything I've said is truth. It ain't curved truth. It ain't it is fact. God
And
damn
that's
it!
true.
Not
That-
just a
SE,
fact, but
that's-
it's a fact that's not out someone's ass.
And that's true, SE. They do suppress information off the internet. They do it all the time.
Fucking wingbat.
They like to rub it in our face with what's called a fact checker.
Yeah, no, that is until the fact checker gets hunted down and
Oh,
blown
that's,
up. Allegedly again.
Is that government
Allegedly.
funded fact checker or is that a private? Because I mean, even a private person, I could still question. Because I actually posted something on Facebook. It's got Margaret Sanger at a Klan rally, and God damn it, it says this is misinformation. Margaret Sanger was never. And it was like, it's her. I see a bunch of dudes in white hoods, and it says on an A-frame,
Spearmint.
Ku
Said.
Klux Klan presents Margaret
Those fact
Sanger.
checkers.
I'm just like,
People listen to them like it's the word of God.
So
Make
have
it
you
make
tried
sense.
fact checking the fact checker. Come back to the fact checker and say, can you prove that this isn't real then? Instead of just telling me, no, it's not. Okay, then.
I did
Where's
that to
your proof
YouTube.
that this- Did
I-
that to YouTube,
I
and what
did
did
that
they do?
to-
Tell you
they-
to sit down,
nope.
shut up, and don't
Nope.
question?
I told him, tell me where I was wrong and what I said. And
Didn't come back with anything. They just
Nope.
told you to set
they
down and shut up.
they unblocked my video. I got a video flagged for medical misinformation.
They study our minds
Yeah.
like human lab rats all the time.
Psychologists, man.
They
Those
know
cunts.
how easy it is to manipulate human beings on a large scale.
They understand humans better than I do.
Yeah.
And I have a
Let
fairly
me
good
tell you
grasp
something.
of human.
And let me tell you something, Spearmint, it's the same idea like when television and radio came out back in the 20th century. How revolutionary that was and how people just, they couldn't get over the marvel of how they were hearing somebody talk thousands of miles away, or they could see human beings in real time moving around on a picture screen telling them this. Oh, there's no way these people could be lying to us. It was just so revolutionary and believable at the time. But over time, they've used that manipulation of media. They're doing it now. Social media is just the same as television was back in the 50s. They're using it to manipulate the brain pan of people, to create a way of thinking. That's all it is. That's all this is. All any of it is. Social media, YouTube, Facebook, any of it.
That's why you gotta be careful when you're watching your news on here. And you gotta discern, you gotta learn. Like, I see the propaganda and everything I see on TV nowadays. I can't watch it anymore because all I see is the fucking propaganda.
Me too.
So,
I don't even watch TV anymore. I just watch documentaries on YouTube.
I haven't watched TV in like 10 years, dude.
Our history books are published by the same people who currently manipulate our
Well, I
media
think I
and
could supplement
messages
with video
now.
games, which I should probably tone down a bit.
They don't like people like you and I who tell the truth because we have a way to convince people that they don't.
Yeah.
Truth.
Common sense.
Truth. Common sense, yes. And we have the ability to convince these people.
Do the same thing.
And here's the kicker. It's all about your delivery, too. I try not to cuss when I deliver my messages. It's just kind of part of who I am.
Guys. Thanks
So,
for your time.
No
Let
problem,
me know
Dusty
if we
Spearman.
come up with a plan. Got
good
nothing
talking to you,
else to
brother.
lose.
Exactly. You got a bunch of dudes with nothing else to lose now. So, what comes after that?
Explosions
Yep.
everywhere.
One thing every little boy wants to do at one point in time in his life. Shoot
explode?
shit. Blow shit
Yeah.
up.
Oh
And-
shit. Possibly rail his best friend's mom just so he can
Successful
say,
endeavors.
fuck your mom.
Said. Amazing
No.
how many conspiracy theories are all coming true.
Yeah,
The
I was
Spearman
telling that to Mike the other
said,
day. It's like it's
"Hopefully a
crazy.
soft landing.
Every
Peace, guys.
conspiracy
Successful
that was talked
endeavors.
about back then, the tinfoil hat society
Laters.
talked about, you know, the subliminal messages in music, the fucking subliminal imaging in the fucking movies and shit. And god damn it, it's all true.
How many times has Alex Jones said this is gonna happen? They're doing this. People called him nuts, and then about what a year or so later, sometimes just literally a month or so later, comes out to be true.
That water turning the frogs gay metaphor that he said, that was a metaphor. The frogs meant children. They're putting stuff in the water to turn the kids gay. He ain't wrong. If it's turning the frogs gay, what's not to say it's gonna turn your kids gay too?
Well, it's called estradiol. The
Ah.
estradiol's that they have in the all those. Well, actually, they're all connected in a way. Why do you think the feminazi movement is? It's for the sexual revolution, meaning that the females are going to become far more promiscuous. What does that mean? Increased need for the pills, the morning after pills, the contraceptives.
Successful endeavors.
What's it hidden in the contraceptives?
Mhm.
That
Estradiols.
chemical is atrazine.
Estradiols that cannot be filtered out. Those estradiols are now in the main water supply, and they're part of the forever chemicals category because even with industrial grade filters and you're running that water through multiple times, these particles are so tiny you can't get them all. So people that drink even through their Brita filters, through the integrated filters in their refrigerators, you're still drinking it, you're still getting estradiols in it, and your body can still get a hold of the estradiols, but you don't want them to. And they're slowly feminizing the men.
Yep.
It's all connected because it's a big old plan to kill us all.
Just the future. It's part of the future's female agenda.
Oh, you mean the future that's gonna get us all killed because one-gendered human society is not going to live, it's doomed to die?
Yeah, see, when that time comes, I'm gonna make myself very scarce. Atlas is gonna shrug. and not gonna do a goddamn thing, and let the women and the 20% that's fucking up everything else for the rest of us guys deal with it, because we all know that 20% ain't gonna really do nothing.
No, they're a bunch of what do they call them?
Women,
What's-ass bitches?
men that are yeah, they're no different than the women that chase after them. That's for sure.
Like I said, you call them wussy ass bitches.
The narcissist,
What-
the ego.
that's what-
I call it the 20%. You know, the fuckboys, the pickup roaches, pickup artists. Now chicks are, that's a lot of what's going on right now. Fucking chicks are using pickup on guys.
Yep.
Yeah, and some of them are finding out, oh, the guys just don't care anymore. Well, this isn't going good.
I don't play games. Oh, these games I like to play, but
Not those kinds of games.
no. Games of the heart and shit, no. You fuck with my heart, you fucking with your life.
And with me, you're fucking with a corpse, so you don't want to do that because that's illegal. That's my excuse. I tell them I'm technically dead, so if you try anything with me, woman, you are going to be branded necrophiliac, which is illegal in the state, and I'm calling the police. So fuck
Yeah.
off.
Successful endeavors.
Well, I
Said,
done told you guys.
men are required to
I'm
maintain
too
our
old
current system.
to throw
With
hands
less of
anymore.
us,
Well,
Too
35
old.
is
turn
not really
sour
that old,
pretty
but
king
still.
quick.
Oh, 35? Come on.
And here's the thing,
Well-
like I keep saying, you know, Atlas needs to shrug. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to read the book Atlas Shrugged.
Well, my point being, I'm to the point to where I'd just rather shoot first and ask questions later. I ain't putting up with this bullshit, man. Look,
I ain't against that, but you gotta be careful doing that. Shoot the wrong
Yeah,
person,
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying.
and you might have
I've done
committed a
got
hate
the age-
crime.
I done got to the age to where, look, I ain't fucking with you. You're not gonna. I'm gonna pull the piece out.
Kinda need your
Take your ass into grass, then ask questions later.
Now, I'm not old by any means. 35's not old, you know, and I could still throw hands theoretically.
Delusional ass. We're old, you fuck.
No, I'm just saying.
We're
I'm to the age now-
old.
I'm old
I'm
too!
I'm to the age now to where I don't feel like playing this bullshit with people.
SCE's
and
even
I'd rather
older.
I'd rather pull the piece out and deal with it that way, get my point across that way,
Yes, sir.
because I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with. Look, I'm already a target by this society for being white. I'm already a target in this society for being a male.
A wild. JLM. Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream.
So you know what?
JLM. Said.
And I don't see
35
myself
is
as a victim.
middle-aged
Don't
if
get
you
me
live to
wrong.
hundo.
I'm just saying I'm already
Successful
perceived
endeavors.
as.
Yeah, this is how we're
I must be
perceived.
ancient.
Yeah.
That mean
I'm already perceived as a terrorist by society right now.
SCE. Not as old as
So-
that ginger hamster that comes in here every now and then.
So
Oh,
I don't
James?
give a fuck. I'm
Yeah.
not playing with you.
That sure hits the spot.
He was
I don't
kind
give a
enough to
fuck. I'm not
subscribe to
playing.
me. I was rather shocked when he showed up.
JLM. Said.
Huh.
I'm middle-aged
Didn't
too,
know James
but I'm
was in
gonna
here.
live to 154.
Oh, boys in the car, son.
Old boys in the car. I'm the
Like,
youngster that
Successful
probably needs to
endeavors.
disappear.
Said. Hamster is younger than me.
Nobody wants to hear my shitty ass opinion. I'm just some stupid young kid.
I'll finish you off myself.
Oh,
No,
I'll listen to yours.
I listen to
any-
it.
I don't
Dude,
care.
if you go to these other guys' panels, you'll. I only chime in when I need to. Most of the time, I'm listening.
Batter up, scuzz bucket.
and it works for me. Because if you talk and prove you're a fool, then I can't remember the fucking saying. I blame the weed.
Blame the weed.
Yes, I blame the weed.
Oh, that is.
It does affect the memory. It does affect the memory. My long-term memory is a lot better than my short-term memory. That is for sure.
JLM.
You're saying what you're saying is that you have to wait for that memory to kind of sink in for a little bit
businesses and hire
Oh,
myself.
the thing is, I just have retention issues.
Yeah, I mean, so
Or
does
I
my
had
foot, but it
retaining
always ends up in
issues.
somebody's ass.
I had retaining issues. I still, I know this shit, but it always fucking eludes me when I need it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'll be sitting there talking, and my brain will just go ding, and I'll completely forget where I was going. Someone's stuffing their cornhole.
JLM.
It's got the Lay's shit.
Are
Chaos
you-
is anal retentive.
Are you eating corn the wrong way?
Eating corn the wrong way.
The long way. The long way. Eats corn the long way.
No, you never eat corn the long way. That's how you gain points.
God.
That's how you gain
Corn
points.
cob and the
Over
corn cob.
No, Jimmy's got me on a binge of eating sun chips.
They are
That's
pretty
what I
good.
was gonna ask you about. I was gonna say, wait, maybe not Lay's, maybe sun chips.
Sunflower chips.
Sunflower.
Oh God.
How do them sunflower chips taste, Outlaw?
Oh God. Now
Are
I
they-
no longer want
Now
Are
he's
they
gonna put the
are they
fat
nice
down.
and creamy?
Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. Beautiful
Oh my
Bingus.
God.
What the shit?
Said.
And
Just
now I think Outlaw has
Beautiful
put the
Bingus.
chips down.
said. JLM.
Oh.
I need some water.
Oh,
Those are
my
not the
God.
kind of
I
chips.
think it's fully going to repeat the
Outlaw, this is revenge for ruining ramen noodles for me.
What did he do to ramen noodles?
Period flavored ramen
ago.
noodles.
That was a year ago.
And like the elephant I am, I never forget.
Think of trying to steal
Oh my gosh.
Period
And then you've also
flavored-
managed to ruin other things for me too, with your
Like what?
just things
What
I
did
can't
I
remember
do?
right now because my short-term memory is broken.
Right.
Oh my gosh, man.
Why? Sometimes I wonder why I tune into this place.
But yeah, man.
The great
Jimmy got me on a
conversations.
binge.
Yes, the great conversations that all result in Outlaw like gagging because of the box truck.
Oh, that.
Oh, you prick.
My God. Let's just say if Nate and Mando were here and they
Be
started
crying?
telling the stories they told us the other night,
You cry.
I don't think I would ever pick up a bag of Sun Chips. Well, let's just say I would never pick up donuts again because I was eating donuts as he was telling a story. Oh,
Did someone
Now you're
cream
gonna
fill it with their own
affiliate
pole?
those nasty stories with eating donuts.
I mean, people have
Well,
fucked donuts.
pretty much.
Vegas fucks donuts all the time. He said he did all the time yesterday.
oh no. Oh, you
Good
guys
idea.
have no idea how deep Crusader Nate can get, like, disturbing.
Phrasing.
Oh shit.
It kind of scares me
Kind of.
just off the stories he talked about. But yeah.
Successful endeavors.
It'll be
said,
fine.
Beautiful
JLM,
Bingus.
you should probably watch this guy's videos. https://youtube.com/@chumpchangexd.
Alias
Beautiful Bingus.
There's a
Said,
beautiful Bingus in
no,
the
it's
chat.
pumpkins. I first blow a hole in it with a rifle.
That's literally the channel name.
So, what's up with the new name, Bingus?
JLM said,
It's pumpkins.
on it.
I first blow a hole in it with a rifle.
Is
JLM
Bingus? Yeah, Bingus is
Said.
ranched here.
back later.
But that's not the real.
That's another Bingus account.
There can only be one Bingus.
I think I'm pretty sure that's a Bingus.
It says this is not Bingus.
It was created
so.
today. There's only one
Makes
subscriber.
He makes a pretty compelling case. I mean, he said it's not him, so I'm sold.
That's it? That's it? That's how cheap you
Yo,
are?
Idjit. What's up, Idjit?
You need to up that price on
Well,
how long
fine.
it takes to
Fuck
get
you then. I
sold.
didn't want you to play with me anyways.
Wait, what?
Oh, someone on my friends list joined up, and I said, "What's up, Idjit?" And they fucking left. It's like, fine. I didn't want you to play with me anyways, bitch. Get the fuck out of here then, motherfucker.
Watch, that was Bingus.
No, that's not
JLM.
Bingus.
We'll see you later, bro.
Yeah, take it easy, JLM.
Natural History Museum.
Oh.
Oh,
Das Spearman, why? Why das Spearman?
I hear German accent.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Das Spearman, why? Why do you spear me so? Oh shit!
Dino
Oh
level.
shit!
Where's Red
Yeah.
Pill Rhino?
Oh, these are orange rhinos.
He's currently in a nursing home. I think
think
he's making a
he's-
delivery.
I don't think he's actually subscribed to me. Not like
Bronze
it
Spurs
bothers
exhibit.
me. Oh shit! Shit! Shit!
Where's
shit.
the Bronto exhibit? I want to see the long neck squirrel Bronto.
Right there.
Long.
It's right. It's to the. There you go. I'm fixing to walk
You
behind
and
its
that
neck right now.
squirrel, I tell you that you and that squirrel.
You know, honestly, I have no I can't remember now how that started.
I'm gonna assume it was in a
I
rhino
don't either.
stream.
Yeah, I know it was in Rhino stream, but I can't remember how it come about though.
I don't
Hamster?
even remember. And
The
I don't think I
ginger
wanna
squirrel,
remember.
possibly. Or the ginger hamster. Wow, I called him a squirrel. Ooh,
Well,
he gonna hate me. I wouldn't be upset if he unsubbed for me after that. Miss Species me, you bigot! Unsubscribe! Sorry, hamster. Forgive me. We was talking about squirrels.
when I originally started this channel, I was gonna use a squirrel as a mascot.
I mean, I made that Bronto squirrel with the cowboy hat on.
Nice.
Do you not see that in Gilded?
A wild.
let me
Eric
go back
underscore
to where-
Zombrow.
I think I
What's
did.
up,
Entered the
Easy? How
chat.
you doing,
Welcome
bud?
to the stream.
Hope all is
Eric
well,
underscore
sir.
Zombrow said, "Howdy chaos, howdy all." Crystal Kidin said, "Hi Eric."
I hate dying.
Me too. I try very hard not to do it.
Yet it still happens.
Oh god, yeah it does, and it's so frustrating.
Wait a minute. You're playing something else, right? You're playing.
I'm playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very different from what I'm playing. I'm playing Unturned again.
What up, brother? Well,
Hold on. I'm getting attacked.
I found a
Successful endeavors.
really good drink that I like
Set.
drinking now.
Easy, kidding.
Which is just
What's it called?
Said. Hi
what the
SC.
fuck?
What's it called? What's it called?
Oh, that clear, sparkling drink that you can get at Walmart. Those clear sodas. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like flavored sparkling water.
Yeah, and it's like carbonated, so it tastes like soda in a way.
Does it?
But it's just water with flavoring.
And this is probably gonna be the last one.
I've got a case.
38, and I gotta go to work soon.
I've got a case of what's called the cherry limeade sparkling water, but found out that it has aspartame in it, so probably won't be
Aspartame.
drinking it anymore.
Astine.
Aspartame.
The ones I get at the grocery store I go to, they don't have any aspartame and they're naturally flavored.
Yeah, I need to find those because these are really good. I love the taste of this. And
All
they
right.
do kick in my reflux though.
Got a little
But
bit
still,
further. So tonight on the menu, I'm gonna be doing some more golf. So I gotta get in touch with Indy and Hemi, and Doug, see if they'd be interested. I don't know how many people we can actually have in the party, but I guess we'll figure it out. Whoever shows
With
up
that golf,
is gonna be playing if they want to join. What's up?
with that golf thing, do you have to do any quests first in order to do
Tutorial.
the online with people?
Just a tutorial thing.
Okay.
And really, you just got to go through working on the driving.
Because I downloaded it yesterday.
Yeah, all you gotta do is
Successful endeavors.
all you gotta do is work on
Said. You misspelled giggity.
giggity.
A wild. Douglas Edwards.
Giggity.
Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. Douglas Edwards. Said.
Doug Larkin.
I'll be there chaos.
can't you play on here as Master Splinter?
Yes. So playable characters. You got
Crystal
Splinter.
Kitten.
You got Leonardo, Donatello,
Said.
Raphael, Michelangelo,
Hi, Douglas.
April O'Neil, and Casey Jones.
You play as April O'Neil? Oh,
Yes,
that's
sir.
awesome.
She's a strong, independent woman in this.
Why is Casey so buff?
Because that's how they gotta protect him.
Okay.
Look at the newer ones. He looks like an effeminate little weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Nicktoons. Yeah, they just had him as like just some scrawny ass.
Looks like every other weeb out there.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's just sitting there and complaining about how much he hates dubbed anime. Like, all right then, watch the sub. Go to 9anime.com. Go watch it there.
It's
Successful
changed,
endeavors.
and they've
Said.
added pop-ups.
Doug. Douglas Edwards.
Douglas.
Said. Hi, Kitten.
Yep, if you already have Hentai War, you ain't got to worry about downloading it. But if you ain't got it,
Douglas Edwards.
go
Said.
on and download
At Successful
Hentai
Endeavors.
Warrior.
See you, sir.
What?
Successful endeavors.
No.
Said.
No.
To tame your
Who
Asperger's.
here would dare watch hentai? I mean,
Hey, what's up, guys?
I may or may not have watched Sailor Moon. I'm just kidding.
I have.
Oh, you for sure watched Sailor Moon.
Oh, I do not.
These lies. You gotta
still
watch
watch
it.
Sailor
You
Moon.
gotta watch it in the Japanese version though, because then you see all the goodies. You get to see
You watch-
Sailor Uranus's anus.
You watch
What
Powerpuff.
the hell?
When I was a kid, I remember watching Powerpuff
To
Girls, but it
tame
wasn't
my
my favorite
Asperger's.
show.
Huh?
To tame your Asperger's.
To tame your ass. And it
Oh, hell
definitely.
no, I don't watch Sailor Moon. Shit's gay.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know what it is.
Sure.
Sure.
It's how do I describe it? It's like it's an anime about.
It's a bunch of high school girls get the powers of the universe or some shit, and there's this evil bitch that's always trying to do some bad shit, and she sends a monster from her realm over to their realm. They have a transformation phase. They fight, and then they all fight over some dude named Mysterio Mask or some shit like that, who's this femboy looking motherfucker.
They're very
They're very busty. They have they're built in all the
very
right
well
places.
endowed.
They're building.
All of
A
them.
bunch of teenagers. They're very well endowed.
They don't look like teenagers at all.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed about modern day anime. It just seems like, okay, you're portraying these supposedly high school age girls as like they got 20
I
or so
mean,
year
I'm
old
not
bodies.
gonna
JLM.
lie, dude. Some of the
Said,
girls I see nowadays,
Welcome
I have
Mr.
to ask
Douglas
how old
Edwards,
they are.
Sir 07.
My high school class, a
Yeah.
lot of them, they looked like straight up moms already. It was a running
That's
joke
because
with one
that's
of them.
'cause they'd already been run through 30 or 40 times.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've
They were
seen
getting passed
Sailor
around by
Moon.
Chad and Tyrone, bro.
Oh.
Gotta
It's
be
the growth
liberated,
hormone in the
man.
Yeah, like I said, there's estradiol's in the water.
20%
So,
of
It's all the growth hormone in the chicken.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have seen
in the
Sailor
water.
Moon before.
Chaos is in rare form today. Wow.
Oh, hey, Hemi,
Yes.
you down for golf tonight?
JLM.
Depending
Said.
on the time, sure.
Hey at
It'll
SC.
be about 10:30
Successful
my time.
endeavors. Said.
Perfect.
Hentai heroes and Bukak brawlers. JLM.
I'll be there.
Said.
All right.
Hey kitten.
But
I'll message
yeah, I
you.
might be there. I might be watching Sailor Moon hentai.
If he's in the
alright.
Discord and he's watching Sailor Moon, you're just gonna hear.
That was a joke, Jack.
Yeah, I was about to
Still
say,
kid in.
because if we
Said.
hear
Hi JLM.
in the background, then that's
you
definitely.
ain't gonna hear no squishy sound because he don't use jerkin. He dry rubs his shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
Get better
He
friction.
likes-
TMI.
You
He
get
likes the
better.
friction.
You
He
get
likes
better
the
friction that
Evil
way.
Now there's an
Entered the
evil
chat.
bingus.
Welcome to the stream.
The evil.
Evil bingus.
There's an evil
Said.
bingus in the chat. now.
Hello
Kinda-
chaos.
I snuck
into Outlaw's tool shed.
So weird.
JLM. Said.
Oh,
I'm
Oh.
guessing all the extra calories from a Jotato bribum ice
So
cream
weird. It's
socials.
making me want to just
Yeah.
jump off the top of this building.
Oh god.
Oh, fly.
Oh man, I don't want to go to work. So, Hemi, how's that vacation fun going?
Yeah, you need one big time. Have you decided where you want to go? Have you decided where you want to go?
Last time I went on vacation, I went to the USS House, and I didn't do shit.
The USS House? You had
The
a
USS
staycation.
House. I did a
staycation?
staycation.
Nah, man, you need a change of scenery.
JLM.
Life's starting to get
Said.
life's starting to get to you.
Giving high school girls those rather grown-up curves.
Yeah, it's called
I wor-
stress
I
of
worry
life.
I worry about your blood pressure lately.
Oh no.
yeah, I'm not
Most
gonna
of
lie.
it- Most of it's show. I'm over animated like that for a reason. But yeah,
I
there's
thought stoners were
sometimes
supposed to be chill.
I am chill, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'm just passionate.
Except for when we're talking about this, then he starts
And
to get
when
animated.
motherfuckers come into my one of few escapes from reality and starts fucking it up, I take it very personally.
Then he wants to start beating people.
Then I want to start hunting people down and giving them a shotgun enema.
Beautiful Bingus. Said.
That's
Evil Bingus
So,
is trying to destroy
far
humanity. Don't
more
listen to him.
explosive than
Well, you know,
Sorry, I brought it back up.
I originally started out just wanting to give him what was it, the Jay and Silent Bob treatment.
Successful endeavors.
It's like, are you
Said.
such and such, and just stomp
Clapping
him.
to the fat
Did you ever watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
No.
You probably should. It's a pretty good movie. They write a comic book, and then the movie producer steals it, and they got to go to Hollywood to try and get it shut down. And now I forgot where I was going before that because I had to explain that. And that's the curse of my mind.
You were going to give them the Silent Bob,
Over the
Jay
rails,
and Silent
and we are-
Bob.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so there's this part where it's Rotten Tomato, and they're watching all the movie reviews, and the people are talking shit about Jay and Silent Bob. And Jay's like, man, fuck these motherfuckers, we're gonna hunt them. And they hunt
I
each
saw a young
individual
mom
down
first puppy love.
and
Hair
ask,
almost to her
are you
butt.
such and
Great
such?
curves.
And when they
Looks
say
like
yeah,
Mediterranean
they
beauty.
beat the shit out of them.
they cut their fingers off.
No, they just beat them up.
You gotta
It
look
didn't
at
matter.
what-
It didn't matter if I think there was a part where they came across a little kid that said it. They even curb stomped the kid.
If it curves, stop the kid.
Damn.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It
Oh,
is.
That's good.
Really does.
That's
funny,
why.
though.
That's one of the reasons I don't like getting worked up like that. Because once I get in that mode, it's. I don't feel right
Yeah.
afterwards. I feel disgusting. I feel
You
icky.
don't feel it.
Feels
then I don't
dirty.
feel like
Getting
doing
so
anything.
angry that you feel
It's
like
not
getting
anger.
mad that
It's
you'll-
frustration. Because
Feeding
it's
the
just
little
like.
kid a bottle of milk.
You motherfucker. And I know there's always going to be that one. It's just like, dude, please, just fuck off. Get a fucking life. Grow up, even.
Get out of your mom's basement and just go touch grass. Go suck a toe or something.
Ugh. Alright, you're in timeout for that. we don't do feet stuff here in the House of Chaos. Feet are fucking disgusting.
Oh.
JLM.
Exactly.
Said.
That's
Why
why
are
I
you talking
told
about
them to do
sucking
it.
toes?
https://youtube.me/v/p
Tell other people that I hate to go do that.
Feeding her little kid a bottle of milk.
He needs some milk.
Oh, well, okay.
R. Spiegel. Said. I'm waiting, sir.
What is this? Truth about the Second Amendment, forgotten history. Oh.
What's going on?
Oh, JLM posted something in the chat.
JLM.
Noise.
Said.
That's just the shit that they
Think
don't
that's
teach you
forgotten
in
history
school.
or bars 2 bricks ministries.
I'm about to leave and head that way, so calm your fucking tits. So, yeah. I'm waiting. I mean, you could always come up to
R.
work and get
Spiegel.
it too. You
Said.
know,
LOL.
I do only have 23
JLM.
gallons of gas.
Said. He's legit. Former Army and
Yeah.
Marine
Army,
Corps.
Army, and Marine Corps. Which today, thank God, today's payday.
Oh.
Because bills are due, so is gas.
What's gas running you down there, Chaos?
About $30 to fill it up.
Oh, I mean, what's the
Oh,
price?
my
Alright,
gas
so-
bill. My gas bill's
Said,
fine. My water bill's
You want
fine.
me to leave the
My
house?
electric bill
Successful
is
endeavors.
what's killing me.
Said.
Oh, I
Stick
missed
a
the
fork
fuel
in him.
cost at the
He's
gas
done with
station.
the stream.
Oh, it's like 3 something.
Beautiful Bingus.
Yeah, we're at
Said.
389.
You're at 328
Yeah,
subs
that's about
chaos.
We're at
I got-
370.
Thanks, Vingus.
I got some Joe Biden "I did that" stickers coming in the mail, and I'm gonna go. I got about 100 of them. I'm gonna go put them out around here at the Casey's and at the Come and
That's
Goes.
great.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go stick them to them and see if I can't get a fight started with somebody.
Like I said, I think we're at a point where we need a war to happen because there's a lot of
Yeah.
pent up frustration. There's a shit ton of animosity towards these motherfuckers,
That's what I'm
and
talking about.
it's about high time we're able to fucking Nancy Kerrigan and release our beast upon their heads.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kerrigan. She was the one that got clobbered. You mean Tanya Harding?
Well, it sounds better with Nancy Kerrigan because she's the one that got.
She's the victim.
She was the victim. Yeah, she got Nancy
Man.
Kerrigan.
You know, the first time I ever saw those
okay.
stickers, Doug, at the gas station, I lost it, man.
She
That
got
crap
the
was so
Nancy
funny.
Kerrigan treatment. That's
funny,
what
isn't
Nancy
it? I
Kerrigan
mean-
deserved in the eyes of Tanya
Oh.
Harding.
I got
I had
100
it
of
all
them.
mixed
Just
up.
Just like when I
thought
say
you
the
were saying
Saddam
you'd
treat,
forgiven me.
just
I
like
need
when I think
528.
a lot of our politicians need the Saddam Hussein treatment. Saddam Hussein was hung at the end of his life, allegedly. I mean, it's what we saw
Yeah,
on TV. It could have been a lookalike.
Yeah.
We don't know. He could be hiding in Venezuela somewhere.
I mean,
It could very well be.
You're just going to get gas, and then you see a sticker that says "I did that," and I mean,
It's great. I mean,
that,
them
that's just
same
hilarious.
people that are like, don't remind me that I'm fat, you know, they're
I
the
know
ones that
they're
are
just
going to
gonna
get
peel 'em
triggered.
off, but 100 of them for $4.
Oh,
That's
not
not too
bad.
bad. So
No.
I'm gonna go put some once they come in. Next time I go get gas, I'm gonna put one of those stickers on each pump, and then I'm just gonna kind of wait and see how long it takes before they take them off.
That shit's so funny.
God damn.
That's a part of my rebellion. Like I try to do my part.
You're not really damaging the property.
No.
So they can't
No,
hit you
no,
for
no.
that.
No, they might be able to get you for defacing it to a degree because you're putting something on there that's not supposed to be on
Said.
there.
Wasn't
Oh,
Kerrigan the
I
human
didn't
snatched
think
by
about
the
that.
Zerg and
But-
turned
They
into
probably
an
got
invisible
cameras
killer?
too.
Well,
Or
of
no.
course, they all got cameras now.
StarCraft, first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No, you're not defacing property. I mean, if they can
Successful
pull
I
it
don't
off.
remember JLM.
Said. I
can
saw a
just put
sticker on
another
FJB
sign up
sniffing
that
a
just
girl that
says,
he was
"Wanna
cheerrooming and
sue
it
me for
said,
this?
I did
Bite
that,
my ass."
too.
Huh,
Yep.
huh, huh.
Then when and if Trump gets back in and fuel goes back to like $1.67 a gallon, I'll get a new set of stickers and I'll go around and put them on the same pump that say, Trump, I did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
Man, they
Yeah,
voted for
they're
this.
awkward,
All because they hated the man because he
JLM
said some mean things.
Said.
Oh
Worst is
gosh,
they
yeah,
make you
We
pull
can't
off
have
they're
stickers
mean
and wipe
satanic.
off
They're
Such
gonna burn in hell,
horrible
these people.
things.
Oh, yeah. No
Well-
kidding. I mean, look at what they're pushing. Of course they're going to go to hell and burn.
Yeah, they're
for
pushing
eternity.
Luciferianism.
We were talking last night, and I can't remember who it was that kept saying, he didn't like Trump being so loose on social media, and I'm like, who cares, man? He told people how he felt and how it was. It's
At least
awesome.
he was honest.
Yeah, it's like
He
why would you
represents
not
the
like
country. He should be, that represent that he may that's the collective thinking right there. Like I don't think like that, and then that causes problems. And like I said, some collectivism is needed. Like we need to be on the same page on things to be a cohesive society.
I love the way
This racism, this sexism shit, this divides our society. And honestly, immigration doesn't really help either because we're inviting in foreign cultures that may or may not adhere to our culture and force their culture to be the. Because this is why multiculturalism will
JLM
never work. Because at the end of the day, one of the other cultures is going to want to be top dog.
Herrera is running in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Christianity and Islam.
Herrera, that communist cunt.
Oh, Lefty, you didn't like what President Trump said? Well, I like what he said to you because that's how winners talk.
Yeah, I want full transparency with my
Successful
fucking
endeavors.
government.
Said, yes. Kerrigan was sacrificed to the
No, you
Zerg
just
by
bag of
Emperor
bones. All you've ever done
Arcturus
with your life is make a hot daughter. That is it. That is it. Oh my God.
JLM
Y'all just keep on eating,
said,
and then they start
That
making
is-
out on
AK
top
guy.
of the Taco
the
Bell.
gun tuber.
That is one of
Yeah,
the best burns you could ever give someone after beating them. Is literally the only thing that you've ever contributed to society was a hot daughter, and that was it. It's like dancing on somebody after knocking them to the ground. So instead of teabagging them, you just dance on top of them and like stomp on them.
Nah, I don't
Successful
know. I'm old
endeavors.
school. I like to teabag a motherfucker.
You
Now
like to
Kerrigan was
teabag.
sacrificed
So
I
you're
like
the
to.
guy that would
I like to.
teabag
I like to
people.
dip potato chip all over a motherfucker, dude.
Nothing
Hey,
beats
you
Oh,
double
man.
dipped. Oh, that's
It's
just
so refreshing. Just
It's
dip
so
potato chip, dip potato chip. Hey, just feel your balls just smacking against them.
JLM
Dip potato chip, dip
was trying to
potato chip.
invent AK.
And then you flip it around and you give them the Arabian sand goggles, where you stick your balls over their eyes and your dick in their mouth. And then you go dip potato chip until you shoot your load.
Mush.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
too far.
Oh man.
No, because you got to remember, at the end of the
upper decker on his
so
own
the
desk.
the people that are pushing it, the people that are mainstream that are pushing this shit, those are the monsters. The people that are below, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They haven't done the research. They're just sheep. They bought into it. Can't hold them accountable. Hold the people that are teaching it, that are pushing it. Those are the ones you hold accountable.
Yeah.
A
Those are
wild
the ones that you
Sad
make
Bingus.
disappear.
entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. Sad Bingus said,
Oh,
Oh,
you gotta
I
be-
keep
I
farting
know some
uncontrollably.
people.
No,
who
we
talk
got a
to some
sad
people who
Bingus.
kill some people.
Man. I used to know some people too. They got arrested.
I don't want to go downstairs and get potato chips anymore.
When you deal with shady stuff, you deal with shady people.
It's about
And
that
then-
time to go back.
In my years of trading certain objects, certain illicit items for profit, I've had to deal with some very threatening people here in Wichita
Successful
Falls.
endeavors said, good afternoon,
It's about
everyone.
that time to go get some
Have
more
a good
sun
one.
chips.
Some
How many
sunflower
bags of
chips.
Sun chips do you have?
He's eating some sunflower flavored chips.
No. Go back
Wait
to
a
the
minute,
store.
wait a minute. Hold on a
No, no,
second.
no.
Are we talking?
Yeah, I'm doing burgers. I'm gonna do some burgers and that hot habanero cheese.
Oh, yes,
Now
sir.
that sounds good right there.
I'm in.
Gonna be a
I like-
butthole burner.
Sad
No,
Bingus
I'm talking about having
Said,
to go back to the store
can't
and get some
cook.
more.
Get some more sunflower flavored chips.
Oh, yeah, God, I hate y'all, man.
I hate me too. That's why I do
Are we
this to you,
talking
outlaw.
the same sunflower?
Yeah. The one that's too heavy to ride this ride.
He's talking about that
Why?
feminist that shows up in the chats all the time.
Why are we thinking of chips flavored
Damn.
like that?
That damn feminist. That damn feminist.
She's just naive. Once all she's got to do is do the same kind of research I did, and she'll see the writing on the wall. Her idea, she doesn't know.
Why are we talking about chips
At its
that are
core,
supposedly flavored
She doesn't know what
like-
Marxism is or nothing. All she knows is it benefits her, and that's all she cares about.
I just want some sun chips. I don't know what
You
he's
want some
talking about.
sunflower chips?
Oh my god.
Too much club.
Oh my god. Goodness gracious.
So when you hear him moaning as he's crunching and munching, he's thinking of sunflowers
Oh good.
dancing
God.
in his mouth. Tickling his taste buds.
No.
Making him moist.
Oh, he had to say the word. That word.
Disappear.
You gotta
my
say
man.
chaos.
Hell.
Chaos. You have to say it like this. Moist.
Nah.
Damn you to hell.
Sad bingus. Sad.
Oh,
Wait a
boy.
minute.
I really do.
Like-
I don't know what it is about
Is that like
word, but I
Alex
really do.
from Madagascar?
Bingus, I didn't hear you complain.
You-
Until now. Retroactive consent isn't a thing, Bingus.
Hot
Wait,
boys.
what's going on? Hold on, what's going on?
Bingus said sunflowers did stuff to him. I said retroactive consent isn't a thing.
Now there's a sad Bingus? Is he multiplying?
I guess so.
Made him moister than an oyster.
Oh, yeah. That's
Damn.
hot. That's hot.
There's a beautiful Bingus, a sad Bingus. What's the other one?
An angry Bingus. I think
Angry
he's going.
Bingus.
I think Bingus is making the emotional spectrum of Binguses. We're gonna see tonight. We're gonna see a drunk Bingus, and then we're gonna see a stoned Bingus, and then we're gonna see a confused Bingus, and then we're gonna see a sleeping Bingus.
Sleeping Bingus, a loose Bingus.
Oh,
Aloof.
that's just Bingus alone.
How would you even personify a loose Bingus?
A big gaping hole with a hot dog going down it.
I feel like I'm slowly losing my mind. And
Sleeve of wizard.
Because you're here, outlaw. There wasn't much left to lose when you got here.
Bingus. Well, hey, at least it can't get as bad as that one meme stream with Jimmy.
Oh, it gets pretty
God.
bad here. You'd be surprised.
Ooh, you need to show up to his Cards Against Humanity streams. Those are awesome.
He streams when I
yeah, those
stream,
are
so it gets a little difficult.
Collab streams.
And then
Oh.
mad because we go there and hang out with Jimmy.
I gotta take my ass to work. I'd like to give a shout out to everybody in the chat and everybody in the Discord. We got Jackal Hunter, Mammy Horse Speed, Crystal Kitten. Make sure to check her out here on YouTube. She plays Red Dead with me, Polska Primo, Harry, Douglas. On Saturdays, you got MGTOW Outlaw. If you like your MGTOW Red Pill Manosphere content. And then it's Southern Fried Nostalgia, where we remember about the good old days before everything got infected by this woke garbage. Fuck the commies. Bingus! It's good seeing you, brother. Eric Zombro, you as well. JLM, Garrett Grant. If you like your retro gaming and your cringeworthy podcast, make sure to check out Big Angry Phil. Puts out a lot of great content over there. SCE, the Master Wrench. Make sure to check him out. Wait, he don't stream. But go subscribe to his ass anyways. He deserves it. He gets out there a lot. Pulse Kebab. Make sure to check him out. Last call, Pulse Kebab. I don't know when it's going to be last call, so just subscribe and ding the bell, because he ain't got no schedule. He used to say 12 and 2, but he did a stream at 9, so... he confused me. Das Spearman! Chris, Hemi, Beagle. He plays Fortnite, so if you like Fortnite, fuck it. Just go subscribe to him anyways. Until next time. Thank you to those that are still subscribed. Your support has been greatly appreciated. And thank you to those just recently subscribed. Hope you stick around for the long run. Until I'll be back tonight with some PGA Tour 2K23. So I hope to see you there. Until next time, have a great morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever it is you hail from. I'm out this bitch. Peace.
Game's fucking pissing me off.
Now you know how I felt last night, dude. My first game, I played ass. But dude, my second game, dude, that last game, oh my god. I fucking wrecked that shit. I -8. I did really good in golf.
Oh, by the way, when you, if you would next time, you gotta watch because one of our brother's real names is in the.
Yeah, I know. I already got it taken care of.
He took care of it.
Yeah, I got it taken care of. So I think what I'm gonna do, cause that was 4 fucking hours I had to scan through. I'm pretty sure I got it all. I'm gonna set up the cam in the Discord to where it's covering the names.
Okay, there you go.
So, cause I noticed later on after Doug joined up, that it was covered. So I'm pretty sure it was just my camera and Discord placement. So I can, it's either that or I fucking bring up the Broly thing in between invites. Hopefully Indy got his shit squared away and got it all figured out. That's if he's gonna be there.
I think he's still in the tutorial.
Oh man, I don't know. He joined up last night and then he just left. Yeah,
Be okay.
because like I said, I went through the stream, so I had to.
My phone died on our second game.
Okay.
That's why I dropped out of voice. But
So I figured you went over to Brandon's stream because you were his like co-captain.
no, he was on later. Alright. I'll play tonight.
Cool. Yeah, it should be on about 10:30 my time.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. I can get a couple of rounds in for sure.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, could be here all day, but probably be able to Cool.
Yeah.
But I think it's cross-platform. I just need to figure out how to.
Send friend requests across platform.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, Chaos, how you're getting some massive drives. Like, how are you doing that?
A lot of it is I'm using my analog for my swing.
And
And-
your anger, you gotta use shear.
No, it's all about the straighter your shot. It's you gotta work with the wind, and that plays a big factor into it. So if I got a 5-mile-per-hour wind, I know my ball's gonna turn. So I need to go further over into the rough and shit to compensate for that. And when I do my backswing, because it registers my swing with it, so if I veer off to the right on my swing, I'm gonna slice the fuck out of it right. Same thing with left. If I slice to the left, or if I go to fork to the left on my upswing, it's gonna slice to the left. So I gotta keep my shot as straight as possible.
Yeah, he was hitting 20 yards further than me the whole night.
I'm going to every time because I know how to hit a golf ball. I spent hours playing Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resorts, okay? Hey,
What is this?
I'm aware I have Asperger's, okay? I know, goddammit.
I birdied the first hole, but I don't get the massive drives.
He forgot humble.
Well, I'm trying to get Phil. I asked him last night, but he never gave me a direct answer, which was disappointing. Because I think 18 filling with a PHIL, play words, filling 18 angry holes with chaos and Big Angry Phil would be great. It'd be a great stream. The unbridled rage from him, and then what fury I put out when the ball fucks me.
He seems like the type to break a golf club or two.
Yes!
Gotta be honest though, I've never seen Big Angry Phil get mad.
Huh. You get him on an ice level.
Oh, get him on. Yeah. We gotta see you guys play. What was it? Golf with Friends. Oh my.
Golf with Friends. Oh, that's here on, that's one of the Discord games, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'll tell you, some of the groups I've seen play that, the custom-made maps, like the ones you get from the workshop that people make. Oh my gosh, some of them are huge.
30-mile-per-hour winds, so you gotta veer all the way out of bounds just to get your ball to curve right.
Yeah, you got me out of my element in golf. I have no idea how to play it.
Just watch and learn, sir. I can't do it in real life, but in a video game I could show you all day.
Least number of shots.
I can do it, but not good.
Oh, I can't. In real life, I suck. I suck ass. In real life.
I mean, you've got all these techniques and shit. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah, there's different ways to hit the ball to make it do certain things. It's just like pool.
Yeah.
You like pool, don't you?
Now, if you want, oh yeah, I love pool. If
There you go. It's just a rich white man's sport. That's all.
If you want a good laugh at my expense, take me out to a golf range, like where you practice hitting the ball, and watch how the ball flies hitting the balls.
A driving range. You got an eagle? Nice.
Yeah, yeah, where you practice. And, yeah, that's what.
It's just a matter of time before this falls apart, though. I started out strong and then it falls apart.
That's how my first tournament game was the other day. I started out okay, and then by the end of it,
Entered the chat. Welcome to the stream. Wood chipper synonymous gloves. Said. Who ordered the wood chipper?
what's up, Wood Chippers Anonymous?
Trying to hit the tractor.
Wood chippers.
Hit the fat kid getting all the ball, collecting all the golf balls.
Yeah, trying to smoke the tractor.
Yeah, hit him in the tractor. Aim for the tractor.
That's the best part.
$500 if I get it stuck in the cage.
Yeah, that's what we used to do at Top Golf. Was like when people went out there to get the balls, and then we try to swing the balls and hit them.
Yeah. Rattle a
That's
couple
why
of
they put the cage on them,
cards.
because they know they're gonna be sick fucks. They're gonna intentionally aim for.
Oh, that's funny too.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Doug's getting his tour card.
Yeah.
That was a painful pop.
You
Oh.
guys have golf up in Canada? Like real golf?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes. Yeah, we only get to play it a few months of the year, but yeah, it's pretty big up here.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you guys get very little decent weather that doesn't involve rain or snow or sleet.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Canada. I'm good.
I've been there. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's just run
Nice
by
place
so
to visit. It's a nice place to visit, but